Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go from Charlotte. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. He's got room to run right at the start. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Another run here for Robinson. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. On play action. Here's Dak. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. On the give, it's Robinson. He'll get this ahead for about 3. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle. Now a second down throw for Prescott. That's complete to Kevontae Turpin. The official right there to call it. You cannot go out of bounds and then be the first guy to touch it. So that draws the flag. So from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Now he'll air one out.
Whoa. When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Young. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try and run it with Brooks. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Panther first down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. To throw is Young. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there, but that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Back to throw, Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Dak going to work it to Lamb on the RPO. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Hey, 47.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Off he goes.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A gift, and here comes Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. What will the second quarter have in store? And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Here comes 3rd and 6.
We're going to 54. Why ain't? We're going 47. 26.
Now Robinson.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Track him 60. Let's go now. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be sacked, but there is a flag down. Not sure how close he was to being offsides. On 2nd down, Young. He's going to let this one go deep. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll be 3rd down. On play action, Young. He finds the big tight end, Tremble. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down. Young hands it to Hubbard. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Young to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Lets it go downfield for Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part, I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. First and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is third and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but
and he's in! Ja'Tavion Sanders! Touchdown, Carolina. It's his second touchdown of the year. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers move out to a 7-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. First and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Let's take it! Kill!
Prescott now. He's going to run it. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. On the play fake, Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
To the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 17-yard line. On first down, right back to Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll go again with Robinson. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Young. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will get out in front 17-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Young to throw on first down. Oh, wide open is Thielen. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Young to throw on first and 10. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to the air, it's Young. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
So, after two straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
Ready?
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
The score, Cowboys 17, Panthers 7.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Let's go.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Young. The second down throw is incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
That's downfield. He's got Sanders, the tight end. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On first down is Young. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Maris Leofau.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. That is Ferguson in motion. They run over center with Robinson. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
On second down, it's Dak. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Hubbard. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here we go, sack.
The motion man is Sanders. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They get 14 on that hookup. It's a Carolina first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll go play action with, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Play fake. Prescott. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
46.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check.
That is Ferguson in motion. Pistol now for Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now, Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Devin Tompkins on the return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one... Incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Young. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Now Young. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Young. This pass complete to Tompkins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Young. A high throw over the middle that's taken in. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. The motion man is Sanders. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a two-possession game here late.
So now the Panthers and Young will attempt the two-point conversion. He'll drop to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tag on the two-point conversion. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. He's to midfield.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go! Right check!
To throw is Dak. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Yeah, here we go. Right check.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Jackson. And the Panthers are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
After playing pretty well the first 3 quarters, found themselves nursing a lead. It's a bad time to get the turnover bug here, Mike. I mean, that's twice now in the 4th quarter they've turned the ball over, and instead of being in prime position to close this game out, they're fighting for their lives.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. He'll tuck it and take off. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Young. That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Carolina. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. And now, some of the new thinking. They're down 9, but they're going to go for 2 here. That's out quickly and complete. And he will score. So the risk pays off. That new math looks good when it works. The two-pointer cuts the lead to 7. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
14 on the pickup. That's good for a Dallas first down. On the ground, this is Breida. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Tompkins on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's the pistol snap to Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Young. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Young. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. He'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. And make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every